Buying a home is one of the most exciting times in a person's life. It's also likely to be the biggest purchase that you'll make in your life. It's a big deal. So in this video, I'm going to help you avoid some common mistakes that home buyers make so that you get through this process with less stress, worry, and regret, and maybe even have some fun along the way. If you found my channel and you're looking for everything you need to know about buying and selling a home and living in the Durham region, you have found the right place. It would be amazing if you would like and subscribe to stay up to date on all of my newest videos. If we haven't met yet, my name is Vilija Truelove. I'm a local Durham Region real estate agent, and I love hearing from people just like you. If you're moving to or within the Durham region, whether you're ready to move now or 6 months from now, give me a call or text or send me an email. I'd love to help you with your move. All my contact information is in the description below. So mistake number one, not getting properly prepared. You need to get all of your ducks in a row. Remember when I said that buying a house is a big deal? You should treat it that way. I know you're excited to get looking at houses, but there are some things that you need to do first. Using an online calculator as a mortgage pre-approval, that number means little to nothing. You need to get a full mortgage pre-approval with your bank or a mortgage broker. That means getting a credit check done, your income and down payment verified. You want to know exactly how much home you can afford before you start looking at properties. You need to make sure that you can access deposit money for your purchase. You also want to have a buyer consultation with your real estate agent. I meet with all of my buyers to talk about how the home buying process works, what happens at showings, what happens at the offer, what happens when there are multiple offers, when do you need to give money and how much, what happens at the home inspection. You also need to think about what you want and need in a home. Do you want a small yard with very little maintenance, or do you want a huge yard? Do you need to be close to schools? Do you need to be close to the highway for commuting? How many bedrooms and baths do you need? And does all of this align with your budget? As you can see, there's a lot to know and a lot to decide on and get done before you just start driving around looking at houses. If you're thinking of buying a home this year, reach out to set up your consultation so that we can start the process together. Mistake number two, using every dollar you have to buy your home and maxing out your budget. I'm sure you've heard of the term house poor. You do not want to put yourself in a position where you have no extra money in your budget to live or for when the unexpected comes up. Homes cost money. Even if nothing is shown on the home inspection, things can happen at any time. The fridge could break, the furnace could need replacing, or your car could need repairs. You want to have some flexibility in your budget to allow for these things. When you're approved for a mortgage, they look at your gross income. Of course, we all know that's not the money that you take home. So it starts with a full mortgage pre-approval from the bank. They will tell you how much you can qualify for and how much that mortgage will cost you monthly. Now, you take that number and you see how it fits into your budget. You look at your net income, the money you actually take home when you're doing this. And then you list all your expenses, groceries, car payments, gas, gym memberships, kids' sports. Maybe there are things you can cut out of your budget to make home ownership more affordable and possible, but it's really important that you don't just go by what the bank says they're willing to give you. You need to look at that number yourself and see how it fits into your lifestyle. And don't forget the other expenses that come along with the home, like property taxes and utilities. Mistake number three, falling in love with the staging. The home is freshly painted and all the beautiful furniture with the lights on, the house is warm and so cozy and inviting. Staging is a big business, and the HGTV world has buyers expecting to see these beautifully decorated homes when they're house hunting. And sellers and agents know that. Staged homes sell for more money than unstaged homes. But the reality is that all that stuff is going to be gone the week after the house is sold. So while the staging will help to show the house in its best light, you need to be sure that what's left behind actually works for you. The room sizes and the layout, how are the finishes? A staged kitchen can make you look past old cabinets. Rugs and furniture might be camouflaging worn out floors. Make sure to look at the not exciting things that can end up costing you a lot of money as well, like the roof and the furnace. And don't forget, if you don't like the paint color, you can change it after you move in. Mistake number four, not hiring professionals to help you. It starts with the real estate agent. Interview the person that you're thinking of working with. First, you need to like them, of course, but also, can they help guide you through the process? Do they know the areas you're searching in and the market? Are they full-time? Are they committed to working with you and helping you reach your goals? Or are they just looking to sell you any home just to close a deal? But it's not just the agent. Your mortgage broker can make or break your purchase. If they don't properly approve you for your mortgage, you could end up falling in love with a house, making an offer, and then finding out that you do not get a commitment from the bank. Or even worse, you could sign off on the financing condition or not even include one at all. And then you risk losing your deposit and getting sued by the seller when you can't close on the property. There are other professionals involved as well. The home inspector that you hire could end up costing you a lot of money if they don't know what they're looking for. And you'll also need an experienced lawyer on your side. Mistake number 5, trying to time the market. It's very hard to time the market. In an ideal world, we would all buy low and sell high, but most of the time we don't know when we've hit that low end of the cycle. I remember talking to people when I first started in real estate nearly 20 years ago that claimed we were in a bubble back then and that the market would crash. We all know what's happened to prices over the last 20 years. The market goes up and down, and even the expert economists have trouble predicting with any accuracy what the market is going to do. So when is the best time to buy a home? When it makes sense for you, when you're tired of renting, but also when you're ready for the responsibility and the cost of home ownership. It's not for everyone. So look at your own situation, your own finances, and what you want for your life. Now, I'm going to throw in a bonus one for you. My last mistake to avoid as a home buyer: waiting for the perfect home that doesn't exist. There is no perfect home out there. Even brand new homes will need something done to them. And just about every home is going to have something that you would like to change. This is another important reason to really think about your wants and your needs. Maybe the absolute most important thing to you is getting into a specific neighborhood that will get you into that school district you really want for your kids. But maybe that neighborhood's more expensive, so you'll have to compromise in other areas. Know what your non-negotiables are and know what would be nice to have, but that you could live without. Of course, the higher your budget gets, the more wants you'll be able to check off your list. Now, I'm not suggesting to settle for just any house that comes along, but be realistic about your budget and what it will get you. If your max is $800,000 and everything you really love ends up selling for $950,000, you should probably revisit your list of needs and wants and see what can be adjusted. You might have to get a home that doesn't check off every single want, but something that gets you into the market, and then upgrade to that dream home in 5 years after you've built up some equity. So those are my mistakes to avoid when buying a home. If you're starting to think about buying a home and are ready to meet for a buyer consultation, reach out and we can set that up. And don't forget to subscribe so you can get notified of my future videos. Thanks so much for watching.